3,
Camera 2.
2, 1.
Sound.
5, 8.
Sound on. 5,
3,
5, 3,
4, 2, 8.
4.
Sorry,
1, 8,
guys,
9.
we're throwing numbers at each other. Just trying to kill each other. I hate the cats.
What?
I hate both of you. You guys are idiots. Anyway, we have updates with our we have updates. AGH will be playing for complexity. Quantic against ItsGosu for game number 2. So we're going to be heading over there. I don't know. Quantic, I know they still have a lot of powerhouse players, right, Cats? They have like Sase and they have Naniwa, of course, Naniwa. So they have a lot of Destiny, of course. Who else? Who else?
They have Destiny. They have the Korean dude, Apocalypse.
Apoc.
And then they have
Shuffle.
AGH,
Sure.
Shuffle.
So they got a lot of good players. They have a pretty deep. Oh, they have Flow too.
Flow. They might just use Flow. But yeah, more than likely not gonna use Naniwa or Sase, or at least they haven't showed up to any clan wars so far. So.
Yep, they're gonna use AGH right now. So we're gonna just wait until the game starts, and then we'll get going with that, Cats. But I mean, it's gonna be Vibe. What do you think about Vibe in particular? Because we haven't really gone over ItsGosu at all in these past 2 days. This will be the first time we see them. How do you feel his Zerg style is?
Vibe is a really solid player, one of the fastest players in North America. I've always been impressed by his play ever since the beta. So, you know, he was one of the prospects to join Root Gaming at one point. And yeah, I've always been impressed with his
was
play.
in Root Gaming?
No, he was one of the prospects we were looking at to maybe invite.
You invited me too. Sorry,
yeah,
Cats.
that was way back in the day when you were good.
Come on, manner, bro.
Yep, that was a mistake. We sent out the.
How dare you? How dare you?
Let's see. We invited you and you declined.
Yeah,
right?
like 5 times.
That was
and then
like
you
when
said
it was like me, Drury, Gian,
Kiwikaki.
Drury. No, Kiwikaki. Don't fool yourself, fool.
What?
It was like me and Drury and maybe QXE.
No way.
You were like, nah, I'm kind of Gretorp, bro. I'm probably too good for you guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It's cool, bro. And then we started destroying everyone. And they were like, hey, guys, is that offer still over there? I was like,
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah, that's
Andre.
exactly what happened.
You know I love you, Andre, but, you know, kind of got Kiwikaki and Coffin Luck.
I know.
Slash and Chef. I think we're good.
Then I joined Fnatic, right?
Yep, then you joined Fnatic.
And look how long they're alive, right?
Yeah.
GG, kid. GG.
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 Anyway, we're just waiting on the map choice, apparently, and the game to be made, and then Quantic has apparently 10 minutes left, and then we're going to dock them a point, which is basically we're going to give ItsGosu another win until they can feel the player. Because, of course, we don't want stalling, and the way we see it is all the teams make sacrifices to be in this team league. They all have their players ready and stuff like that, so we don't want to hold up the action, things like that. So hopefully we can get this going. And let's do another giveaway.
Okay.
Could go? Okay. You can do the. I'm just checking on the game and everything. You can go ahead and do the giveaway.
Sure. Let's see. Oh, game's up. Never mind. Never mind. Pokebunny! Why is people talking about Pokebunny again?
Nope. No ops.
Nope, no ops.
Alright, so Shuffle's saying no ops. except casters and managers, apparently.
Hmm.
Interesting. But we're gonna, let's go ahead and head into the game screen and we'll get this going, man.
Hmm.
So it is going to be AGH versus Vibe. We're going to head over to TPW Odyssey.
Yep.
And it will be a PVZ yet again. So I kind of like this. I mean, Inca is a Protoss before. I obviously did not see the game since I was with you guys. But obviously they have...
So it's our fault.
Data. It's clearly our fault. They have data on Vibe, so they'll be able to know exactly how he plays. But I'm sure AGH and Vibe have a lot of history together. Both of them probably meet up on the ladder all the time. But here we go, CatZ.
Yep, but yeah, it's interesting that they send a Protoss after Protoss, but it's definitely not uncommon, and I think it's a pretty good choice. And as you just said, AGH is going to have a lot of intel on Vibe.
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 And I used to do this all the time in my Clan Wars too. You know, a lot of times I would go to observe and just watch little tiny tendencies of my opponent and just try to see, do I just have to play standard to beat them, or can I like really expose this person for, you know, doing something super, super, super greedy? And I actually won a lot of Clan Wars like that back in the day when I was on Lazura. Crazy times, man. Back in StarCraft 3
Lazura.
Yep, Gretorp Lazura. You remember that?
Well, it's quite obvious when you say, yeah, but I do. Sure.
Easy.
Easy peasy. USAA, bro.
USAA.
USAA.
I was on USAA and B team for StarCraft 3.
You could do that?
Well, I started on USAB. It was funny. I actually had to play in a qualifier for it. Huge tournament where I beat, in the finals, I beat Spades.
Nice.
Spades in the finals. Same Spades, as you guys know. And,
except back then he hacked. Just kidding. Not kidding, though. Okay, go ahead.
Dude!
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this, bro. When I'm tired, I get mean. I love
so
Spades.
BM. Spades is like the most mannered person in the world.
Yeah, he is. He's super nice. He's really good, too.
Off?
Okay, go ahead.
Beat him, went to USAB, and then had something sick, like a 14-1 record, or 14-2. I barely lost ever in all the Nation Wars, and then they promoted the USAA, which was inactive as hell. Nobody played on USA team.
Yeah, that happened a lot. The A teams went inactive.
It's quite unfortunate, but the hatchery was able to go down. Nice little sneak there by the drone going to the top left-hand corner. And AGH will not be able to deny that. So for now, just a very standard type of opening. Can you explain the openings a little bit and tell me who has maybe a slight advantage or anything right now?
Well, AGH went Nexus first, right? So that's good. And Vibe went full first, so that's not as good. However, he hasn't taken the gas, so it's not bad. I mean, Vibe is probably going to want to take a pretty fast third here, and that should even things up. But right off the bat, I mean, AGH with a... They both really reacting to what each other did. I mean, otherwise there would be a gas up for Vibe. And, you know, it's a pretty even game, I think.
Alright, so we do see double gas coming out from AGH, giving a lot of opportunities for him. Obviously, he has the ability to tech, or he can just go mass gateways at this point, but we'll see what he does. We'll stay with it. Meantime, AGH, excuse me, in the meantime, Vibe, he's just going to continue droning up. Again, you said he was quite the standard player, and we're seeing that right now. Still no creep spread from him. He hasn't plopped down that creep tumor. A lot of people actually plop it down right there, but he's not going to do it. Just go for the inject. He's going mass drones in this early game stage. How do you feel about that, or, you know, just his timings for creep tumors? Whoa.
Yeah, creep tumors are not quite as essential against Protoss. I don't feel like it's really hard to fill the map with creep because observers will end up destroying it anyways. So yeah, an early creep tumor 2 will help out against early pushes, but other than that, it's not gonna make a huge difference in the later game because the Protoss will kill all of your creep as they advance, and there's no helping it. So I don't mind that the creep tumors are delayed, even if they're delayed until he gets a third queen.
Well, an early third is coming up for Mr. Vibe. And a third queen is being produced actually right now. So we will have 3 queens out on the field. Looks like it was produced in the main. It's going to go and tiptoe across over to that third hatchery as fast as or as slow as possible, whatever you want to call it. But at this point, no real action. Vibe actually has an Overlord inside the base. So we'll see a lot of stuff right here. Most importantly, he's able to see there's no third and fourth gas. I think that's probably one of the most important things. It cuts a lot of different opportunities for AGH to be doing stuff. But overall, this is still very standard by both these players.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that Vibe dropped the Roach Horn, something that I did not do against AGH, and it ended up costing me the game. So if AGH does something similar and goes for a sentry solid push, Vibe could be ready for it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Vibe is ready for it right now.
Yep. He is cutting a lot of drones, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. In the income tab, 38 harvesters to 43. And normally this disparity is much bigger. Much, much, much bigger in favor of the Zerg.
Oh, yeah.
We see like 50 to like 38 a lot of times, or something around there. It's normally at least 10 drones, and that might have just... Nope. Wow. So actually, AGH has the advantage in drones. That is pretty insane.
No, AGH at 42 versus Vibe at 49 now.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott. You son of a bitch.
What?
No, you're right. You're right. I was just messing with you.
Were you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's what I do.
Oh. Is it because I almost fell asleep for a second?
Did you really?
Could you see that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good. But yeah, if Vibe stops this, he'll be at a pretty good spot. I mean,
Vibe gets a big pick on a sentry. He only has 2 sentries, so AGH might have to just back up from here. Roach is a great counter to anything like this this Zealot sentry type of army composition. So a really nice advantage, I think, for Vibe at this point.
Yeah, AGH always favoring this kind of play. It seems like he already has his +1. Now he's gonna go blink and a robo and push out with blink stalkers plus observer and go for an all-in, I suppose. Oh wow, he's actually gonna try to expand in the back of this, which is super risky. But I don't mind it. I mean,
well, why do you think this is risky for AGH?
Huh?
Why do you think this is risky for AGH?
Well, if Vibe just saturates his bases and moves out with a ton of roaches and lings, he shouldn't be able to hold that third. And if he, if he invests a lot of money in that, yeah, even canceling a third like this hurts. So I don't think AGH should be able to stop any attack from Vibe if Vibe just starts making units soon.
Sure.
But again, I don't mind it, because he had to do something after falling a little bit behind after his push didn't work.
Well, here we go. It looks like Vibe is starting to mobilize a little bit. Income tab is showing 54 now. 54 harvesters to 58. I definitely think, just based on this saturation, he does have a ton of units, or he should have a ton of units to ready for this expansion. I'm surprised that he hasn't actually started to move over here. But what is he doing? I'm not sure why the supplies are so close. Normally we don't see this at all. Zergs are normally at like 140 supply when Protosses are at like 100 supply, and then they're at 200 when the Protoss is at like 140. That's normally the type of disparities I see, but I don't see that right now. Any insight to that?
Yeah, Vibe did cut a few drones early on, because he was being a little bit too cautious and maybe messed up the timings a little bit of this attack by AGH. And also he's getting double upgrades and teching a lot. He's getting Hydra and Hydra groove spines and whatnot, so you know what you don't see in supply is being invested in tech, but the Zerg usually doesn't get. So if he just started pumping roaches, yeah, there could be a much bigger supply disparity.
For sure. Well, AGH has been able to take his third very easily. From here, I'm sure he's going to be just massing the ultimate composition, which is just that big ball of Protoss. Colossus is being added on, and it looks like a pylon, or not a pylon, a probe in the top right-hand corner. It didn't scout this fourth base coming up, but I'm sure as soon as the hatchery finishes, it'll see the creep and know exactly what's up. But, you know, the thing that worries me for Vibe at this point is, where's Vibe's like natural progression after this? He takes a fourth. The fifths on this base is kind of hard. He needs to start gearing up for some sort of aggression. He's going Roach Hydra, and this is something that we don't really see just because Hydra gets countered pretty hard to Colossus, although they are really good at DPS. But CatZ, what are your thoughts on this Hydra switch?
The thing to consider here is that Vive has really good upgrades, and he's probably going to hit it 2-1. So I am not absolutely sure how it works, if that makes any sense. I'm not absolutely sure how those units scale against gateway units with upgrades this early on, because usually it's the Protoss that has the upgrades. The Protoss has 2-0, so I don't know. I think it's gonna come down to a good arc. I mean, there's only one Colossus, 2 Colossus out now. I think Vive can probably make something happen here. There's no retreating, and that's for sure. So
for sure. Well, Roaches and Hydras are on the bottom left-hand corner over here, mauling away at one of the gateways, but they're going to back up. Right now, I feel like... Yeah, I feel like...
I just said there's no retreating.
Vibe is... Vibe is on a kind of a tough army composition, man. I mean, I don't think there's any way to go with this. He needs to get, like, additional, like... I don't know, something to deal with the Colossus, probably...
Yeah, there it is.
Not creep
How about 1,000 spine crawlers?
Well, that'll work.
And yeah, he's just gonna take 2 Grid Girds from here.
Okay.
So this was a deceiving technique.
Wow. Scared.
He might have to engage here on creep. He needs to set up a nice flank.
I think he needs corruptors, man.
He can do it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Those would help, but... Oh, one Colossus is gonna get picked off in the back here. It looks like.
Yep, just flanking
very
from
nice morsels by AGH. But yeah, corruptors would help a big deal with. Oh, look at this! Look at this little flank attack. Not targeting anything though.
Look at that.
A little disappointing.
Down to 130 supply. AGH is at 166 and pushing ahead. Those 2 Colossus are basically invincible behind there. 8 Corruptors on the way out. Greater Spire is on the way. But you know what? He just doesn't... Vibe just doesn't have any army anymore. And he's not producing anything right now. He's still... Like, no Roaches, no Hydras on the way out. Nothing to deal with his army. I think this is almost invincible right now, man.
Yeah, this should be game right now. Pretty nice play by AGH. Good idea by Vibe though, but he dropped those spines a little bit too late. He's gonna even the scores!
Yep.
Can you start yelling, Andre?
It's gonna even up the scores!
The scores!
The scores!
Scores!
7 Broodlords on the way, 5 Infestors as well. They're not gonna do jack diddly.
Jack diddly doody.
Because this is just way too many units, man.
Who do you think ItsGosu is gonna send?
ItsGosu will send against EGH. I feel like Osto is probably going to be the one sent.
Ostoji.
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 Because I know Ostoji is very confident with this play. And I think he's confident against most people on the North American server. I know AGH is one of those people. And
how do you know that?
I'm sorry? Is a North American player?
Oh. How do you know AGH is one of those people that Ostoji is gonna be careful, or gonna be...
Because I know how Ostoji thinks. I'm on the same team with him.
So Osuji is confident
He's
against
very
AGH.
confident. I'm sorry?
Against AGH?
Against any North American player, yes.
You're the manager, you're the coach for Gosu.
I'm going to put Ostoji in probably. And I'm not choosing. I'm not choosing, by the way.
You're not choosing?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm casting? It'll be biased, son.
How would it be biased?
I can't do that.
What do you mean?
I can't, man.
I was super biased when Complexity was playing.
No, you weren't.
Kind of.
But you can be that because you're... See, people have different different thresholds for players that are casters and then casters. Like, they have different standards, you know?
Right.
That's just how it is.
Okay, fair enough. So,
like,
okay,
casters have to be the representation of whatever people think is professional. Players don't. That's just how it works.
Oh, beautiful fungals. For what it's worth. So you think that Gosu is going to send those to G, but you're not sure?
I'm not sure. I mean, they could send DDE. I would be confident with him as well. DDE, Ostoji. One of those two. That's what I'm feeling. I wouldn't send a Protoss. I don't like
You
a
wouldn't send the legendary Namture to end this shenanigans?
I wouldn't send... No, I wouldn't send Namture.
Why not?
I think AGH is pretty robust.
Is AGH pretty good against 2 racks? Is that what you're saying?
Yo, man her up, son.
Is AGH
He doesn't
good
always
at
go
scouting?
2 racks. Okay, so we have 100 supply against 200 supply.
Yeah.
Who wins this?
Gonna say... I don't know, it's pretty close. There is Broodlords out. This is gonna be close.
Yeah.
Can you fungal? Tosis, can you fungal? Oh, beautiful fungals! So many fungals! Actually, those were pretty nice fungals. It's not gonna matter at all. Or it shouldn't, anyways.
That's gonna be it. GG.
That's it.
Comes out from Vibe. We have a 1-1 tied up score.
1-1 tied up score. Yeah.
And CatZ. You know, I think the Roach Hydra was really, really weird, honestly, to go up against. I mean, that's like a beta-esque style. And at this point, I just feel like just straight up roaches. You have to really take advantage of, in my opinion, the spread out third to the main. So do something like drop play. Drop play is, I think, a lot more effective on that type of map than other maps. Of course, I think other maps are good for drop play, but that map in particular, I think drop play is much stronger. You can take out the third a lot easier that way, and just transition to Broodlord a lot safer that way. But we didn't see that, obviously. And Vibe, he's going to fall. CatZ, you still there?
I'm here.
Good,
I'm listening to you.
Sorry, man.
I agree with everything you just said. I think what happened was Vibe was trying to fake push with that.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't really get maxed off of it, and then he was planning to just drop those spines and keep that positioning and then go to Burger. So.
Because, in my opinion, going for the 4th, 5th base type of macro play, it's not as strong on that map because everything's open, it's a clear push distance, and they're progressive. So, like, if I attack one expansion, I kill the next expansion, and then I kill the next expansion. It's a very clear attack path. So going something macro-oriented is a little risky. If I instead go for a more mass-based army, get the right army composition, so start on 3 base and just work off of that, go to Broodlords off of it, I think I'm in a much better situation. Of course, it's that transition period which is the hardest point, and the way you solve that is obviously going roach drops and just keeping your, like, almost like TVP, you know, where Marines and Marauders will just keep the Protoss back, and then you can start to transition, get those.
And next we're gonna have DD
on Damage Inc. Easy.
Did I surprise you?
No.
Oh.
So it's gonna be Gosu DDE. I don't mind it either. But I think sending in a Protoss would have been a mistake. Just because obviously I want to keep the variance down as much as possible, and I want people that are confident going into my matches. And in my opinion, DDE and Osoji feel the most confident. There's also players like T-Gun. Who else is... Well,
You gonna fix up?
I'm sorry? No, T-Gun is with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's also Caleb, Sonky.
Sonky is good.
There's a lot more, of course. But I like the DDE pick. I think DDE is very confident as well with this TVP especially. But we'll see. I know... Well, I'm not going to give away what the troubles for him is. I know a lot of inside detail. But we'll go ahead and see on Damage Inc. what happens. We're actually going to head over... Oh, yeah, there's Pokebunny. How could I forget about Pokebunny? Pokebunny.
Pokebunny's good, man.
Anyway, we're going to head into a commercial break. We'll be back with game number 3 with the... oh, my gosh. Quantic versus ItsGosu Clan War. Be right back.